Dusk. When your girl says she's home alone.
What a smash.
So apparently 30 likes was way too low. I think it took like 2 or 3 days to get there. And what are we at now? Like 45, I think? But really, you don't know how much that it helps my channel and how much it helps me get motivated to make more videos for you guys. It really makes me feel like we're going somewhere with the channel, you know? But how about this? I'll make you guys another offer that you cannot resist. I will drop another video next week, and I won't skip a week like I usually do, if, let's say, maybe 40 subs before next Wednesday. Does that seem reasonable? I mean, you guys freaking crushed the last goal, so I mean, I have to make it a little bit harder, right? So again, to reiterate there, 40 more subs from the time that this video is posted all the way up till next Wednesday. So I feel like 40 subs is doable, right? On top of that, don't forget to like the video because that's what helps grow the channel and get the videos to more eyeballs. Enough rambling. I'm a man of my word. Here is your early video that you guys deserve. And like always, I'm your host Muffin Bandit, and my goal is to stop you from looking like a hideous monster and instead making you look like the cool guy who hunts them down. So first off, we have Coffin Worm with his Mad Maxx build. And whoever commented on the last video and said that you wanted some post-apocalyptic armor, I have a couple guardians that you might like, starting with this guy here. And something new that I'm doing here is in parentheses, I have where you get all of the armor pieces and the shaders. So whoever else was commenting on how they wanted to, know where every single little piece of armor comes from, this is for you, man. So for the head, I have the Iron Will helm. You get it from Season 8 Iron Banner. For his arms, I have the Fireforged Titan arm ornament. That was Season 3 Crucible ornaments that dropped. That's part of the whole feathery Titan stuff that I really want. For the chest, I have the Carrack Type 2, and that is a random drop. For the legs, I have Dune Marchers with the Hip Warden ornament, also a random drop. And for the class item, we have Hardy's Orders. That was a Season 3 Bright Dust drop. For the shader, we have Gambit Blackguard, and you get that just from dismantling weapons or armor. But yeah, I was really wanting to do this Titan in the last video, but then as soon as I kind of had a theme going and I wanted to do a special video with like all the white armor sets and everything, I kind of had to push him aside, but I really wanted to use him from like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. A quick thing to note here is his ghost also matches the whole Mad Maxx style that he has going on, so a little bit of bonus points there for you, Coffin Worm, and also just good job. Up next, we have another Guardian that I wanted to do 2 or 3 weeks ago, but got pushed back because of the theme build. But we have Artorias here with his Ashen 1 build, another like post-apocalyptic armor set for you. And for his head, he has the Mask of the Great Hunt. You get this from the Last Wish raid. His arms, you have the Liar's Handshake with Dahlia's Reach ornament. You get this from Season 6 Eververse. And just so you know, when I say Eververse, I mean that you could have got this maybe dropped from a nostalgic engram, or maybe from just buying it during that season directly from Eververse with silver. For his chest, we have Cow's Heart Ornament from Season 3 Eververse. Sorry if I've mispronounced that. That one's a word and a half. For his legs, we have the Empyrean Cartographer Strides Ornament. This was from Season 8 Eververse. For his class item, we have the Scarin Corvus Cloak from Season 4 Eververse. For the shaders, we have Carios Bronze and Resilient Laurel. The bronze you get from Mercury from just doing random events or from ranking up with Anna Bray. The Resilient Laurel was a Dawning shader. And yeah, I wish I had a lot of these armor pieces, mainly because it does give me that Dark Soulsy vibe. I named this one the Ashen one. I don't remember what he named it, but man, I really want these. But I don't think I would use the same shaders that he did. Maybe call me emo or whatever, but I would, go with the all black, make him look mysterious, or her. I think it's a girl hunter actually. But make them look mysterious and make them, look evil and like they are gonna stab you with that Liar's Handshake, Good job, Artorias, and thank you very much for giving me a good idea of what to pair with my Liar's Handshake. Alright, next up we have our last post-apocalyptic type of guardian, and this is from... I'm sorry. Your name... Pipinacan? Pipinacan? I'm pretty sure it's PP. This is his Earth Warlock, and for his head, he has the Exodus Down hood. You get that from Ness's activities. His arms are Ophidian aspects, and this is a random exotic drop. For his chest, he has substitutional alloy robes. This is a Season 8 Season Pass drop. For his legs, he has the boots of the Cormorant Blade. This is the Season 6 Bright Dust drop. For his chest, we have a Northlight Bond ornament. This is a Season 9 Dawning drop. So for the shader, he has the Atmospheric Glow, and this is from Season 7 Eververse that you probably bought using Bright Dust. And I've said in the past videos that I recently made a Warlock. That way I can stop, not gathering all these cool armor pieces that I basically just get for free because I am, I'm grinding everything out of my Titan. That's my main thing. I don't really use my Hunter. I just kind of have them for the looks in case I need them. But I wish I started last season, because looking at this Warlock, I mean, the leaves, he looks like a jungle Warlock, or like he's been out there for a long time, maybe like holding out, starving, and he's like, he's battle worn. And to be honest, I think this is the best looking Guardian that I've seen using the Atmospheric Glow. Like, that shader looks really good on a lot of guns, but I've never seen it look this good on another Guardian. And that shader paired with the leaves and even the Ophidian aspects, like the snakes and everything, kind of like it ties it all together with that whole jungle theme. And now that I think about it, I actually have a Titan that kind of resembles this and uses the same armor sets with all the leaves and everything from last season. I mean, I'm sorry, not last season. Apparently I shouldn't say last season or this season. From Season 8. I should really go and grab that Titan sooner or later. You might see him next video, and he'll match that other Warlock really well. And staying on the same topic of me starting my Warlock late to collect the armor pieces, I should have started during Season 8, because look at him. He's so cool, and he's so like scary, and I want my Warlock to look like this so bad. If you were to ask me, Muffin, what would you say is peak Warlock fashion right now? I'd tell you, it's this guy. Because look at him. But anyway, he's making use of the best exotic, or at least best looking exotic that Warlocks have. And that's the Crown of Tempest with the Crown Jewels ornament. You got this from Season 3 Eververse as far as the ornament goes. The Crown of Tempest will still drop for you. It's a random drop, and it still looks really good. So, I mean, you don't even need the ornament. For the arms, he has on the Virtuous Glove ornament. You got this from the Season 9 Season Pass. And for the chest, we have the Phenotype Plasticity robes. This is from the Season 8 Season Pass. For his legs, we have the Virtuous Boots ornament. This is from the Season 9 Season Pass. For his class item, we have the Omega Mechanos Bond ornament, and I actually really like this bond. I was helping a clanmate of mine make a good armor set for his Warlock a couple days ago, and I kept going back to this ornament because it kind of it sticks out, like I always say, Warlock ornaments don't really stand out much. For his shaders, we have the Bloody Tooth and the New Age Black Armory. He has the Bloody Tooth on his head and his chest, and the New Age Black Armory on his gloves, his legs, and his class item. Now, Bloody Tooth you get as a reward from Shax, and the New Age Black Armory you just get from dismantling either the Forge armor or the weapons. Really good job, Antinash, because, I mean, you are going to be what I strive for whenever I'm building my Warlock eventually. I hope I can get the Crown of Tempest to drop because, like I said, that's the best looking exotic for Warlocks in my opinion, because I used that when Destiny 2 came out. I used it as my wallpaper for so freaking long, and I didn't like Warlocks at the time. I only had a Titan. Good job, Antinash. Everybody take notes from this guy because, like I said, peak Warlock fashion. Next up we have Loyalcynic with his Stone Soldier build, and I'm just gonna say, this is another one of those unique builds that you can't really like think of ahead of time in your head. I'm pretty sure that this came together randomly, and I don't know, the attention to detail with the shader and the way everything kind of like matches together so well. This is one of those unique builds that not everybody's gonna come up with. So Loyalcynic, you have a Dreambane helm for your helmet, and you get that from the moon. Your arms, you have the Virtuous Gauntlets ornament. You get that from the Season 9 Season Pass. For your chest, you have the Armamentarium. You get that as a random exotic drop. And just so you know, Armamentarium, one of my favorite words to say. The legs, you have Star-Crossed Footsteps from the Season 5 Eververse store. For your class item, you have on the Dreambane mark, also from the moon. For your shader, you have on the Grayscale Undergrowth, and you get this from Season 9 Eververse. You just buy it with Bright Dust. And I want to point something out. If for some reason that the Star-Crossed Footsteps or any of the Star-Crossed armor set ever comes back to us, whether that be through a nostalgic engram or buying it in the store during a random event, you should get it when it appears if you're a Titan, because the legs, they're basically fashion meta. And I don't know, I need to try this on my Titan since it's a male. I don't know if the female Titan just looks better with these. I'm gonna go with yes, just saying it, because Armamentarium is like bigger and bulkier on the guys, and I think there's not enough of that stomach showing where, like, you know, it's like elongated and it makes you look like tall and powerful. And if anybody is watching from the Destiny, just a regular Destiny subreddit that likes to complain about the bulky Titans, which I like, by the way, I like me some big chunky Titans. But if you're a fan of the thinner armor sets, then this is the way to go. But anyway, really good job, Loyalcynic. I'm definitely going to try this on my Titan just to kind of see how he'll look. Next up we have Vanillemilch with his Black Card Hunter. And this is as close as I'm going to get to finding a really old hunter that I found a very long time ago that kind of had a Black Panther-y type of, you know, look to him. But either way, this guy still looks good. I like how his like cape kind of flows into his armor, and then those, like, you know, golden lines that, you know, just go all the way around him, and everything is just so cohesive and well put together. So for his head, we have the Waylorn's Iron Mask, and this you get from the Season 3 Iron Banner. For his arms, we have the Solstice Grasp in the Majestic form, so that's like the glowy one. You get this from the Season 7 Solstice event. I just like that whole armor set for the hunters, because you get like the cool like armor glow, and then the like wings on your head, and even the freaking Titans look so sick with that. I'm sure future me somewhere on the screen is putting like the whole entire Solstice sets, so you can look at them and see what I'm kind of talking about and how cool they really looked. It's just kind of a shame that Bungie isn't making them into ornaments, because we did get 2.0 versions of these sets, but they're kind of weak and they don't have really good stats. For his chest, he has on the Dragon's Shadow exotic armor piece, and it has on the Tiemat ornament. The Dragon's Shadow is a random drop, and the Tiemat ornament you get from Bright Engrams. For his legs, he has on the Strides of the Great Hunt. You get that from the Last Wish raid, and I think I've talked about it before. If you can do the raid, if you have the friends, or if you can handle LFG, go ahead and do it, because the whole armor set looks really good on hunters. It gives them the whole knight look. For his class item, he has on the Solstice Cloak in the Majestic form, again from the Season 7 Solstice event. For his shader, he has on the Iron Bone, the Mad Monk, the First Frost, and the Shrouded Stripes, and Amethyst Veil. The Iron Bone you get from dismantling armor and weapons. The Mad Monk you get from Mars. The First Frost was a Season 8 Season Pass shader. And the Shrouded Stripes was a special event shader that you got for owning Forsaken in the first few weeks. And the Amethyst Veil you just get from Eververse. Well, I should say that you got from Eververse, because Amethyst Veil was from, I believe, Season 7. Yeah, it was Season 7. It was whenever the Menagerie was introduced. Tess was selling it for Bright Dust. Next up, I have a really cool looking gun for you. We have a gun from Matt Chap, and he calls this his Molten Rifle. So this is a distant relations with an unwelcome visit ornament. The Distant Relations drops from Gambit, and the Ornament you just get from Bright Engrams or Nostalgic Engrams. The shader that he's using is the Genotype 0 shader, and you get this from the EP event in Mars. And like I always say, these aren't really guns that I use personally, but they make me want to use them just because they can look this freaking cool. I want to say that it even looks exotic at this point. Like, that's how good looking this gun looks. It looks like it can actually, have some type of solar exotic perk that, burns the enemies around it for some reason. I don't know. I'm just kind of freaking throwing stuff out now, but definitely a good looking rifle. Next up, we have Abysswatcher01 with 801's Lone Wolf that you get from Bright Engrams or Nostalgic Engrams as a random drop. And we have the Gunmetal Marigold that you get from Season 9 Season Pass. And this one looks pretty good. It's a really complicated chip. I kind of want it. It looks like you can just like get inside of it and go pew, 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 pew. Or like it's going to turn into a transformer and about to fight other giant robots. But anyway, that's going to be it for this week's video. Thank you guys again so much for all the support that you've been showing me. It really makes me feel like this channel is going somewhere. And I'm going to try to pump out these videos faster for you. I know I'm kind of putting some other things aside, but it's exciting to make these things for you guys. I even bought a freaking iPad from Walmart the other day because I wanted to, start typing out these scripts for you guys during my other job because I was so excited and I knew you guys would freaking blow that like goal straight out of the water. As far as updates go on some more special episodes, I'm still working on the video where you can get any armor set at any freaking time that you want as long as you have the expansion passes, not the season passes. That one's almost done. I'm about halfway through that one, so almost here, guys. And I have another special project that I'm working on with my clan. I've asked them all to submit their armor sets, and I've been kind of helping them here and there a little bit to kind of spiff up their guardians for you guys. So be on the lookout for those two special episodes pretty soon here. And if you caught any glimpses of my guardian here in the video going on in the background, he kind of changed his look up a little bit. I kind of stumbled upon this, but if you're excited to see what he looks like and what kind of armor sets he has, I'll be posting my guardian here soon, maybe at the time that this video goes up, maybe a day before. But either way, you'll see him in a video whenever I do my whole entire clan. I'll put him in there for you guys, and I'll break down my armor sets and the shader and everything. I definitely can't wait for you guys to see him up and with good lighting and everything, because I am so proud of him. He looks so cool right now, and I'm probably gonna keep this look for a little bit while longer. Alright, this video is getting kind of long now. It's approaching 20 minutes, so as always, please don't forget to both subscribe, like, and even hit that notification bell, because like I said, it helps me out so much. It starts getting my video recommended on bigger YouTube channels as suggested list. So if you can help me out by doing that, that'd be so freaking great, and I will be forever grateful. As well as maybe even sharing the video with a clanmate that looks freaking hideous and you don't want to tell him. So just kind of link the video to him secretly and be like, hey, look at this cool video here. And quick side note that I forgot about, I was mentioning at the beginning of the video that someone told me don't say this season or have where I get everything at the bottom underneath the armor sets. That way and that way I'm not guessing. Go ahead and continue to leave comments. Be really nice and be critical at the same time, because it's only going to help me improve and it's only going to help me make better quality content. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm making these videos for you guys, and the most important thing to me is that everybody that watches my video is enjoying it. Oh, and one more side note, I'm so sorry. Don't forget about our goal. If I get 40 more subs from when this video is posted by next Wednesday, you guys are going to get another early video, and I won't skip a week like I usually do. So if you want a video next Wednesday, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay beautiful.